So back in 2017, I experimented with a real espresso machine, a relatively inexpensive one, by buying it off of Kijiji for like $60 or $80. I can't remember. Anyway, it has worked pretty well perfectly in the 5 years I've used it almost every day. But 2 days ago or so, I noticed that there's a problem with flow, and I concluded the pump had gone. So it's true that the pump probably is going, but it could be a result of my neglect and my misunderstanding of a few concepts. And I just wanted to go over what I learned so that you might not have these problems yourself. Okay, so this is a Brayville Cafe Roma, and this is a popular unit of theirs that gets a lot of pretty good reviews. And I was so happy with it that I just get another one when I noticed that there's a sale on the store at Best Buy. I just went and got another one thinking that the pump was the problem. And again, I think the pump probably is the problem, and it's probably on its way out. But I just want to go over some things I learned recently in my investigation. So this is, together this forms what's called a group handle, and a group head is the part that puts the water out. Anyway, this is a filter basket, and the filter basket in this case is a 2-layer. It has this layer with some holes, and it has really just one hole on the back. So this is a whole scheme of creating pressure and outletting pressure, and I don't have anything to do with those technicalities of this. But anyway, the point is that in here, it looks great, but there's a space in between there where coffee can build up, as well as these holes can get blocked. And this one hole, there's only one exit hole here, can be blocked up. And I don't think that was really the problem with me, but there was a buildup. Here's a tool here. This side's for the steamer. This side's for poking holes. And I tried that today, thinking maybe that was a problem. But I don't really think that was the problem. But you'd have a problem with that one hole there is blocked up, but I don't think that was really the case with me. But what I did is I noticed the problem wasn't going away. So today I took baking soda, reading that maybe that would work, and I boiled the baking soda. You gotta watch out that it doesn't over boil over. Because it boils over. I put a good amount of baking soda, boiled it for a while, and just moved this around. And I noticed there's like a lot of espresso, a lot of brown material came off, so it brought a lot of material off. Also here, I did the same thing. I put this in there, this group handle, this part here. What you can do with here is there's a screw that you can take off, and then this plastic piece will come out, and there's a space between here that the espresso is never really supposed to go there, but it just does because of the way it's designed. It can sort of hang out there, but it's not going to be really anything that's going to affect your end product. I mean, it'd be just gross down in there. But that doesn't really not supposed to go into your product, so it doesn't matter what's happening there. But I took that out just to clean it, be neat. I tried to clean this. I didn't get it totally clean, but I noticed that when I did take this with the baking soda, you got to watch out that I think is taking some sort of plated finish, so it looks a little bit dull now that I did this. But I did clean all this out in here. Not that I don't know how important that is. Really, the important thing is going to be this, because it's going to affect the ability of the stuff to go through there. So after doing, I did this twice in here, boiling it for maybe 10 minutes, moving around. Then I go into the machine and I run the water through it, try to get the stuff out, and then repeat this process, right, until it seems there's no more brown stuff is in this pot over here. So also I noticed that putting water through here to try to clean out anything left over, there's a lot of little tiny bits, and I think those are the parts of the coffee that's dried inside. And that's what I concluded these little specks were, and I ran until the whole specks are gone before I was going to drink anything in there. So the idea is that, my understanding is, every time you make this, and I haven't been doing this, is you should do a final running the water through, so that you don't just leave it with coffee in between here, because it looks great. It looks like there's no problem, but there's like coffee in between, inside this area here. Okay, so after I've cleaned all this out, and there used to be a flow problem, we just want to experiment to see if there's any strange behavior at all, anything strange going on. So there we go, load the grinds in there. Put it in there. Check if there's good enough water. Yes. Okay, So I'm gonna cut this out so you don't have to just sit there and watch it. But it has heated up since last time. So let's see how it comes out. Okay, so I'm gonna say in that test at this time, there is no real problem. That appears to be working the way it should be working.